Hey, what's up, you guys? Honey, it's the he, she, the queen, two spirited bitch. I'm not one of your favorite favorites. I'm never gonna try to be. Welcome to another live. Happy Saturday. Yes, indeed. I have to keep my little towel around me because I just came from outside. It's so hot, and I don't know what they want to do. Like it rained for all of 2 seconds, and then it stopped. Then the sun came out. Like it was just way too much. It was way too much. Like it looked like it wanted to rain for all of, 3 hours. Like the clouds was just together, honey. They was just almost having an orgy, girl, and it was dark. And then made it back. We was about to sit outside. Then it starts to rain for 2 seconds. Put my damn, you know, chair on the inside. Then came out. The sun was hot. And then it's hot and it's making me feel like it's just and I know the mosquitoes is out and I just ain't got time. I'm just oh my goodness. Be feeling disgusting. I already said like 3 and 4 baths a day because I love to stay clean and all this type of stuff. But no, no. So anyway, girl, y'all come up in here. Got a nice topic for y'all, and I love the engagement of the last live I did. Like it was dope. It's really dope. Like hope this will be the same, but you never know. Like the algorithm on here, they just put me with trolls for the most part, and I don't understand that. It's like I would like for since my content is more geared toward, gay people, queer people, that the algorithm would politely put me over there with the guys, with the girls, honey. But no, nope, nope, nope. They unfortunately they don't. But I do see a lot of men watching me. I would assume they're straight, man. I'm gonna say heterosexual because everybody talking about they straight girl, and we, in the dark arts, but the arts and crafts. But um, I would assume they are heterosexual because they don't really so much, say anything. I don't really see too many men coming in and really just speaking to the world. So I'm assuming they're hetero. Like I said, but hey, what's up, you guys? Tap the screen. It's free. Share the live because, more people will come in if you do that. And you might not stay, but somebody else might. You might be against the girls, but the other person may not be. And definitely subscribe because, girl, I'm trying to make it to 800. My main goal is 1,000. So hard to get to that because the hating ass all, but it is what it is. Um, I got a topic for you guys that you know I feel a lot of people really don't address. We talk about bottom shaming, but we don't really talk about the day in the life of a bottom. So, and not just a bottom, being black, gay, and a bottom. Yes. And yes, I live that life, and that life is not easy. It's not for the weak. And people love to. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, especially about you know tops being feeling some type of way about bottoms making our position a whole personality. But it's not. It's forced for us to do that. You know what I mean? Making gay. Oh no, baby, she don't exist. But yeah, just so you know. But bitch, it's forced for us to be making our, especially just gayness in its entirety, our personality. Because look at the hot topic, homosexuality. So of course, you gay. So yeah, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Talk about some seek Jesus, girl. I don't give a fuck about your Jesus, girl. I don't give a damn about him. Okay, he can't do nothing for me, bitch. J wasn't even invented. The letter J wasn't even invented when he was walking. Allegedly walking the earth. So, girl, bye. Anyway, the more you know. Y'all be talking about following Jesus and stuff, but y'all are not Christ-like. Like, who you think that he allegedly hung around? He ain't hanging around the saints, bitch. Read up on what Jesus is supposed to be like, and you try to follow no steps and shut the fuck up. All right. Anyway, back to the topic, bitch. Being black, gay, and a bottom. It's not for the weak. And what y'all don't know is bottom don't just apply to gay people. Mm-mm. Applies to heterosexuals as well. The one that's being penetrated is the one that is penetrating is the top. And if y'all like to peg him as women, bitch, you a top or you verse. Like you a verse top or whatever, so on and so forth. So what was I mean? Persona, we're talking about that. I know, yeah, man. Stop, man. Yeah. Why y'all be feeling like y'all can tell people what to do? Y'all got major control issues. Y'all gonna have to go to therapy for that. All right, it's not affecting you. Like me being gay, me being who I am, it is not affecting you. If you don't gravitate to it, fine. Y'all can go. If it don't apply, let it fly. Y'all always want to control some shit. I definitely get to see who the problem in their relationships. Shut the fuck up sometimes. Just go with the flow. Hell, just like I was saying earlier, it's forced a lot of the time being the top, or being gay. Because the first thing I point out is you gay. Are you this? Are you the bottom? Are you butt fucking this and that? So of course it's gonna be a persona. Ain't nobody causing the divide but the heteros. That's why we have safe spaces. That's why we have prides. That's why we have these things because of survival. It didn't just start out as no party and stuff. Pride originally started off as protest. Yes, for human human rights. The more you know. I mean, y'all could go to Google to ask y'all questions, honestly, but y'all be so lazy. Y'all just want to be in, ignorant, be ignorant, willfully ignorant and shit like that. Things that you can go to Google for. Is it normal to be this way? Is it only X and XY chromosomes? Is it just woman or man that exists? Is it just this and that? But even with the facts, y'all would still be like, nah, I don't believe. I don't believe it. I just believe what the fuck I believe. Okay, you believe it, but doesn't mean that it's a fact. Your beliefs are not facts. So anyway, back to being black, gay, and a bottom. So already, being black comes with its struggles all on its own. Being gay, girl, that just fuels the flame, bitch. And then being a bottom, the one that, the girl, and a girl in a relationship. Oh, oh, oh. That just makes. It's just. Oh, I already just be like, oh, so you just wanna, bitch, you just wanna piss me off even more. Like you just wanna just ugh, like, what about our black? A lot of women be saying we need our black men when y'all find a gay person attractive. We know exactly what y'all be doing. "Oh, you too fine to be gay. You too, girl, shut up. Those are not compliments. All right, there is enough straight people for y'all. There's enough straight men. Go get them. Okay. Outside that, already being black, we come. Well, some of y'all don't know, but being black in itself is already comes with its war. Comes with, but I wouldn't be any other no race. I really wouldn't. I would want to come back as black every single time. Gay as well, because I deal with all of it intersectionally. Like I deal with all of it: the racism, homophobia, femphobia, transphobia, all at one time, and then being considered less of a man because y'all assume. Excuse me, cause I ate some good ass. Ooh, did I feel a cheese steak? Girl, um, y'all already we out here gay. Y'all think of us bending over. So pretty much to y'all, we're all bottoms. To homophobes, we're all bottoms. I mean, when a woman probably find out her husband's on the DL, or well, so on and so forth, her son, It's gay that immediately goes to, well, first they go to, yeah, so I ain't gonna have no grandchildren. I ain't gonna have no grandchildren. Like, girl, he still have his parts. He still have his reproductive organs. Stop that. And then maybe he don't want to have kids, or maybe she doesn't want to have kids, or they don't want to have kids. Then it goes into, so are you one? Are you the girl? You know, "Yeah, boy, in a relationship. I ain't raised you to be gay. I ain't raised you to be, stuff like that. And it'd be like, be like, calm down, you know. But yeah, yeah, it really goes to that. So, that adds into the persona and all that and so on and so forth. But I love playing some it's a some stereotypes when it comes to that. But back to being black part of, being black, gay, and about them. It's so many parallels to being, black and gay. It's so many. Um, like one of the chief organizers of the March on Washington, Bayard Rusty, he was openly black, gay, queer man. I mean, in those times, it was completely different. You also, fighting civil rights, but also fighting to, have queer rights as well. Like, but that it was parallel because it was both at the same time. Um, Still, like, I could relate to him so much, and other black queer men like him, Langston Hughes, and well, also black trans women, Marsha P. Johnson, that was, founder of Stonewall. So like that. So like we've always been here, but you couldn't experience one without the other because he was still a black man, you know. But then he was a black gay man, but he couldn't be the face of the civil rights movement, you know. So that was a big chunk of his identity gone. We don't. I don't. Well, I got a feeling of what his position was. But cause if y'all look at Bill Rustin and who he was married to, it definitely gives that he was more so the top. But anyway, he couldn't be the face, like mainly the face, like the king could, cause he was straight. So the homophobia was definitely rampant, even more so back then. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think it's I think it's about the same. Now that I think about it, because I know for me personally, and so many other black queer men or black queer people are definitely discriminated against at jobs. That's why most of us continue to stay closeted. And I'm not talking about DL, but y'all be wanting for DL men to come out, and they they won't, largely because they see what we go through. We get discriminated against at jobs. A lot of times we have to have, like, jobs working from home and stuff like that, because and we can, I mean, something as you might think is simple, but going to the barber shop, we have to learn to do our own hair because of being discriminated against going to barber shops. So it's like y'all just hide it differently. Just like y'all said the KKK don't exist. No, they definitely do. They just call themselves other things, like the Tea Party, police force, and so on and so forth. So it doesn't go away, y'all. I mean, a snake is still a snake. They just shed dead skin. Okay. All right, y'all. Tap the screen, tap it up, share the live. You might not stay, but somebody else might. I'm needing this to reach people that can relate. And if you are an ally, that should make you want to be even more so of an ally, because I see what the allies go through just by having allyship with us, and people that see, like, they can still be themselves with millions and millions of people hating on them and all that type of stuff. It's not no walk in the park. Every day is something. Every day is something, and even from excluding somebody. that is homosexual. It's homophobia. From shit, something as simple as a card game or a brunch or something you be wearing of this gay person, this queer person, sizing them. And y'all make it easy for y'all to dehumanize them, calling them it's, calling us it's, calling us, anything. But y'all would definitely be there to give a dog a water, food, and a place to motherfucking stay. But when it comes to homosexuals, oh my goodness. Ah, yeah. And using y'all religion to force us to be. So it's like y'all gonna have to seek help about that. But yeah, B.R. Weston. He I relate so much to him because it's so much his life like I definitely can relate to. I feel close to him. And he is one of the ancestors as well. But besides that, girl, it's like I really don't I don't believe that it's so much better. I feel like it's just hidden better, the homophobia. But it's still things that still places jobs I can't work being black and queer, black and gay, whatever at the same time. You know? Then also dealing with the feminine of it all. Because y'all know y'all equate being feminine to being a bottom. Y'all equate being feminine to a bottom, they equate being masculine to a top. And that's not the case. That's not how it goes. Um, I definitely deal with that too. So it's like, well, damn, how it's because it's definitely a hierarchy in the gay world. It's definitely a hierarchy. The top, if you are a masculine top, you are at the top of the hierarchy. If you are a feminine bottom, girl. Girl. It's like, damn, how low you want to go? You know what I mean? So, but people don't really talk about the feminine tops. Well, we getting into talking about, they call them blouses, I guess. Um, are the masculine bottoms. So I say the masculine bottom is like a step. Okay. I honestly kind of feel like the masculine bottoms are probably the third on the list. This is just my opinion. The third on the masculine top, the feminine top, masculine bottom. That's just how I feel about it. And the verse is like right below the masculine bottom. I'm just or they could take time. It's just because masculinity masculinity is just at that top of the hierarchy. Like it's just what it is. Because there's so many people like, if I wanted to be with a woman, I'd be with a woman. No, you wouldn't, bitch. Be with one now. If that's the case, be with one now. Because one of y'all, like, somebody is most, and it's so much more to femininity than just, and all that type of shit. And then there is science behind it. Like, a lot of gay people don't know that, gay men and straight women have similar brain waves, and lesbian women and straight men have similar brain waves. It ain't just I want to be someone, and then feminine and masculine just don't pertain to certain sex or gender. Like it's all of us, just like all of us have estrogen and testosterone. It's an energy, a vibe, and this and that. Like, girl, essence. So it's like that. Y'all tap the screen, tap it up, girl. Get in the conversation. If you know anybody that is black, gay, and a bottom, get in the comments. If you are black, gay, and a bottom, get in the comments. I mean, even if you are a lesbian, girl, you could be bottoming, unless y'all sides, because this is just new positions and stuff, girl. But either way, no shade to the sides. It's just girl. But get in the conversation. Cause it took me asking a lesbian about, the top verse and bottom stuff and how crazy they were. Also about masculinity and femininity. I was like, I didn't know that was a major thing for them too. So y'all can get in the conversation too. This is geared toward black, gay, queer people, black queer people. But queer people isn't involved. You are black. If you ain't just black and gay, if you an ally, y'all should know what this stuff means. Y'all are welcome in the chat. Get in the chat. Get involved, honey. But yeah, if you are masculine, and you are DL too. Because I keep saying it, I've said this a few times. If you are DL, if you come out, come out the closet or whatever, bitch, you got a whole community. You're gonna be at the top of the hierarchy, bitch. You gonna be masculine too? And you might be tall. Don't let you be dark skinned. Girl, you gonna get some mockness, from the other side and stuff like that. I mean, expect that. But people gonna be swarming you. You ain't never gonna your phone ain't never gonna be dry. If you a gym bag, you one of the gods. You one of the who the hell calling me? Oh girl, you ain't got no good dick. I don't know why you calling me. Why? Anyway, um, for real, man, you ain't got no good, girl. You ain't got no good deal. Like, stop it, stop it. I ain't even try to. I ain't even. I would. This. See, this is why exactly why I don't even have sex. Like people don't be knowing what the fuck they doing. That's why I don't. Anyway, girl. What was I saying? No, but for real though. It's so much being black, gay, and about you got to deal with the racism. Then you got to deal with other black people talking about you being a detriment to you know black men or the black community or feeling like you being excluded from so many things as a black person because of you being gay. And then they don't see the intersectionality of it all or the parallels. I mean, we're progressing as black people. We should be progressing fast because it's just gonna take all of us in this time. And dealing with the homophobia from your own people, they're progressing on that. It should be a little bit quicker. Well, not a little bit, it should be a lot quicker. And then dealing with being a bottom, the girl, I guess, in the relationship. Y'all love doing that. And you already seen as less of a man. So now you being fucked in the booty too. Girl, like, really? And a lot of times it's coming from the black women. Cause they're like, bitch, ain't no chance of me. But then at the same time, they consider bisexual men gay because they just can't imagine a man. Cause they believe we all just getting fucked in the booty. So who's fucking us in the booty if we all bottoms? Anyway. Um, so it's like that, you know. And then we got to deal with black people being the Karens to us as black queer. Them not accepting their black queer brothers and sisters. Like, that's why I try to teach what I know, teach what I've researched to black people, letting them know that we've always been here. We've been in the civil rights movement, um, the Black Lives Matter movement, women's rights movements. We've been, a part of these things, the wars and so on and so forth. We've been a part of this. So part of the things with y'all, alongside of y'all, and maybe a lot of us could blend in because there is masculine gay people, masculine queer people, androgynous people, that you may not, recognize because they give realness. Terms come from, they come from ballroom. So yeah, it be hard being black and gay, because you're not knowing um what rooms you fit in, what rooms you would be accepted in, whether it's with your own people. It's nothing because for me, I've been battling my own people most of my life. And I never wanted to be like that hit. Honestly, I've never would have really got so much fights. But it's just what our people, for the most part, was conditioned, and a lot of it is due to their religion, and that's why I'm so big on, you know, heavy on spirituality, um, and ancestor veneration and all that good stuff. Healing generational curses and so on and so forth, deconstructing from religion, because I not feel like other black boys that come into black men should never be told to hate themselves or taught how to hate themselves. They should always be taught, to value yourself, to love yourself first, to know, who you are, before you even meet anyone. Like just self help, like love for oneself, so you will know how to love someone else properly, and so on and so forth. And to have your own mind, ask questions, and not be blindly led. You should always ask questions about, especially about the afterlife or what's known, or believed to be the afterlife or whatever. Because that's important, and you don't want to be forced to believe something. Um, and you know, especially if you have thoughts of what did our ancestors believe for this religion, and what questions that are important like that. So definitely, but yeah, I try to tell other black people what I know, and I see more so on TikTok and stuff like that. I'm really happy TikTok didn't shut down, because I see more people that are spiritual, that are informing our people, black people, black gay people, and so on and so forth, about spirituality, because it's so important, because that's healing our people. And the movie Sinners coming out, um really diving more deeper into spirituality and so on and so forth for our people, healing our people. And it's so, it brings joy to my heart that the white people really don't get it. They be like, this is a trash movie to y'all because y'all don't get it. It's in our DNA, like it's for us. It was about us, for us. Y'all don't have to get it. And if you do, sit over there, watch from a distance. But yeah, in both of those, it's so many stereotypes, because fighting for rights, human rights, that's exactly what gay people, queer people fighting for. Still continue to fight for, and them rolling back our voting rights, and stuff like that, making it harder to differentiate between the discrimination and stuff like that. Pretty much letting us know that our vote doesn't matter. Um, that affects us too as black queer people. You know, it does. My queerness doesn't stop me from being black. My blackness doesn't stop me from being queer. They're all in itself the same, and they've been, honestly, after queers first. We barely had any right. We barely had the gay marriage and stuff like that. Haven't had that for a very long time. So it's just, I'm happy. It's like we going 10 steps forward, and then shit 20 steps back, because we working against the system that wasn't designed to benefit us in the first place. You know, wasn't designed. Everything is designed to keep us down, but we still we still are resilient. We still shoot above, and still, because we resilient people. We have that power. We always have, um to fight against that system and stuff like that. So also, like I said, added to, what's already seen as, deemed, ugh, by the straights, or the straights, as some people like to say, being a bottom. Now, I want to talk more so on the bottom part of the shit, because I made a video, um probably about 30 minutes ago. It's like my bottoms being the most unsatisfied community. We are the most unsatisfied community of people because some of us is not telling the tops your dick is trash or you only care about your pleasure or not even telling them what we need from them. And I really blame this on hookup culture because bitch, y'all have people believing that quickies is supposed to be the best sex. No, a quickie is just a quickie. You might be in a rush, you need to get squeezed in, a little few minutes before heading to work or something like that, or in between shifts. That's not supposed to be the main thing. That's not supposed to be the main because y'all don't know. A lot of times y'all don't know about foreplay, intimacy, nothing. The build up, making sure that the vibe is intact. You know what I mean? Not just going on a date just to butter a bitch up. No, get home. Y'all know whoever the bottom is you because bitch bottom is we responsible for so much, girl. Have it all set out, candles set out, incense lit, bath water, because we're gonna take a lit, have a lit bath full of rose petals, bubbles, and bitch, and stuff like that. We're gonna sit in there for a while, then we're gonna, yada 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 and so forth, so forth. And people don't even say peaches and cream. That's how unfreaky it's become. Nobody even know about the peaches and cream, bitch. The whip, but nothing. Nothing. I don't know about nothing. So, girl, I blame hookup culture and then I also at the same time, gays need love. Letting these tops know, and then even if you do let them know, sometimes the bottom may fear being rejected or fear being or, or fear turning them off. Because a lot of tops come in with their ego and they need to stop doing it. Um, and oh, I gotta stay on the ego part too, because tops do have fragile egos, and what that sound like, straight men having ego, fragile egos. They believe in they dick solves every single problem, and it does not, sweetie. It doesn't. Um, Stroke game be weak. Be talking way too much. It ain't just about ass down, ass up, face down. It ain't just about that. That's all. It's all cute when it gets to a certain point during sex or making love, but the whole time just boom, boom, boom. Sometimes you need some bam, wham, skilladam. Sometimes you need that. But yeah, and sometimes it's dangerous, especially if the gay person, the bottom, is dealing with a, a down low guy. I'll just say it like that, a down low guy, because they already come tense. For the most part, come tense. And I don't advise. I wouldn't advise bottoms, openly gay people to deal with down low men. But then, if you are feminine, and you're not high on the hierarchy, you already dealing with these mass for mass fools, and you are maybe surrounded by more of those mass for mass fools, and you may have a small percentage of people that wants to fuck around with you, and they may just be down low men. I always tell people to go where they're loved or, not tolerated. But it be hard out here in these streets, in these gay streets. Could the gays, are so hell bent on a masculine man. Never see the value or try not to see the value in someone who is a little bit more feminine, if not a lot more feminine than them, or built a certain way. Just so many unrealistic expectations. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. And I tell people to go with their love. If you get more love from DL, man, okay. Can nobody tell you to stop? Because you have needs. You're human. You want to be rubbed on, felt on, and I see a lot of people may find that in someone who is married. You never know the circumstances of someone. I'm just saying, the day in the life of a black, gay, feminine bottom is not for the weak. Y'all never know the ins and outs of, because we're not seen as normal. Homosexuality is still not seen as normal. And if y'all roll us completely back to the Shadowlands, we're gonna do what we have to do to make it in order to survive. Y'all really want us to go back to those times? Really? Y'all really want us to go back to those times? Because I'm definitely gonna mess with your husband in. I'm definitely gonna, cause to have my needs, I was well, we already trying to have separate rights. So we be able to be with someone openly, be able to be deemed human, have human rights, be able to get married, have our kids, white picket fence, so on and so forth. And you know exactly who we are, so you won't be confused. Cause we're not. But if you were trying to roll back time to have us back in the Shadowlands, we're gonna do what we have to do in order to make money, because we're gonna have to deal with not having jobs, being able to work legally, being able to get married, be able to have our kids and be stuff like that. So we're gonna do what we have to do. And if your husband is making all the coin as a straight man and he paying me for sex as a sex worker, because there's gonna be the jobs that have us back. Y'all so worry about the prostitutes, the black trans prostitutes, or the black gay prostitutes. Well, we still had to live and make it because we're still human. We still eat. We still have to have places to stay and so on and so forth. So y'all really want to do that? Because ain't nobody finna just stop living because of you. So we must have our rights as well, so we can make it. And it's not a threat. It's just a promise, and it's gonna be a reality. So people need to have their rights. People should be free to live however they um see not affecting you personally. Because us being who we are does not affect you personally. It never has. You being homophobic is you problem, not ours. But yeah, dating as a bottom, I'm gonna say feminine bottom, is hard too, because there's a lot of, if you're dealing with DL men, they will treat you like a female. And that's not a great thing, because they'll try to mansplain to you, make up in their head that you are a woman. Because a lot of them, especially if you're dealing with the older generation, that's what they believe. And then a lot of time they don't know the different letters in the alphabet mafia, or because in their time we were all considered probably drag queens, or just fays and stuff like that. These terms that we use now, they didn't have, you know, and they didn't really speak in those terms that we speak in now. So they lumped us all together, um, which we are all in the same community, but they just call us one or two different things. And the older generation, that's why the older generation of gays may have a problem with how we're so out and loud and proud and stuff like that, in a different way than them. But it's still some shared experiences that we have, and probably even some lived experiences that we have that are similar. But it's just the different generations of, could be the healing version of you. And a lot of times the older gays may be more so jaded, bitter, and stuff like that, and used to a different time than we are. And the Gen Z used to a different time than me. They may be more so healed and really pro therapy, which is fine, which is supposed to be going to therapy and expressing themselves and all that type of stuff without shame. Um, but just to, I guess we're there, the older gays to let them know the hardships, and what it could it could be, or what could be rolled back, um, because of the administration we in. To let them know, like, okay, um, we love to see y'all out, proud and loving out loud, and that's beautiful to see. Um, but still be cautious because it's really not a fairy tale land as much as we would like it to be. Be prepared. Be prepared for what could possibly happen. Because homophobia, and that's what I be letting older gays know. Like, um, they just hide it better. They still hide it better, just like with being racist. They just hide it better. I mean, it's all rooted in the same thing: white patriarchy. Um, that's what it's all rooted in. The religion, all that type of stuff is rooted in white patriarchy. So that's why they live a certain way. Um, we live a certain way out of survival. They live a certain way out of, because they were already privileged to these things to express themselves. But white gays, because that's why I definitely say white gays are different from black gays, because they already have privilege in that sense of being able to express themselves, and they could be feminine as they want to be, but they won't be in their community, won't be labeled gay. It's just something that they know, something that they can do. Being pegged, they're not deemed being gay or anything that we call being kinky, you know, versus our them force telling us that it is wrong, but they don't really believe it. That's why I I've looked in, because I was Mormon at one point. Um, they really didn't take the religion that they was teaching to us seriously, because they knew us we were spiritual, and they played off those things. You know how they love to be like Ethiopia had Christianity. We're not talking about those different versions of Christianity. European Christianity was totally different, you know, and they just let us say they out of a damn I gotcha moment, and no, you didn't, bitch. But yeah, the half so they preached to us, they didn't really take serious, but they knew they wanted to beat that down in us and force us to believe those things, those rules, those moral codes, so that we couldn't be free mentally, physically, spiritually as well. So the same thing was for all of us, whether regardless of our sexual orientation, there's still things that I still have to heal from, because my parents was you know religious, um and her parents were religious. It's just so on and so forth. It just So it's still things I'm deconstructing from, still things I'm researching and making sure that um that I'm just free, unadulteratedly free, to believe and be who I am without any shame, you know, ever. But yeah, dating while being a bottom is not easy. Being a gay man, feminine gay man that is a bottom is not easy. Um, I would be first because I'm a butch queen, person that more so that just more so, I guess, masculine. They have feminine tendencies. Y'all could just see the feminine out of me. It's just something you could just taste. You could just taste the sweetness through the screen, bitch. It's so visible. But yeah, it's not easy. In certain areas. Now, I'm not saying I don't attract people. I definitely attract men, sexing with men. I mean, y'all just noticed somebody was texting, calling me. I mean. Texting and calling honestly, but I don't think I heard the text. But um, especially back when I was in them streets and stuff like that for a short time, and not with that many, but bitch, I was getting it in how I should because I was in my 20s. Never had a problem having sex, and really didn't have a problem with you know dating or getting you know to know someone. It just things didn't work out. But I did notice with some of them that I would be treated more so like if I'm because I've always wanted to be with an older guy. I was attracted to maturity, but you know, they would treat you like how they would treat a woman, and um, it's not really good. Like they would want you to believe certain, so like whispering sweet nothings, like "Nigga, come on, like things you think I would believe. Like, not saying women, but a lot of women are gullible, to that extent. Like, it's only you. Who did put it belong to? Yeah, and so forth. I'm like, not you, or do you love me? No, I do not. Or expecting me to go in the kitchen to have them something to drink, or stuff, little stuff like that. And I'll be like, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not I'm not your wife. I'm not your mother. I'm not done none of those things. And you tend to get, pretend you can pretend all you want that I'm trying to be this. I'm just being me. Like they believe that femininity just belongs to women, so they believe that gay men are trying to be women, and we're not. And trans women are women. Ain't no trying to it. There ain't no fake women. As much as they love to believe that shit, but hey, whatever works for you. But yeah, being a bottom and then the bottom shaming, uh, believing that we are less than because we are bottom, and that's not true. That's nowhere near true. Honestly, the bottoms be getting the most shit done. I be seeing more bottoms with jobs and having cars, having degrees. I'm also add femininity into that as well, being feminine bottoms, seeing us at the forefront, um, doing stuff, having, degrees and our own businesses, stuff like that. Doing the masculine and taking the trash out, cooking, pleasuring our man, um changing tires and stuff like that, doing the stuff that we were already conditioned to do as men. We're still doing those things. It's just we're gay or we're trans or whatever. So being a bottom to definitely the straights, they just put them at the bottom. Then to the gays, girl, we gotta make sure that we we deconstruct from that bullshit too, the hetero norms in our own community, because that is what's definitely keeping us apart, and keeping us at war for nothing. Keeping us at odds for nothing. You know, gonna have to get over the feminine. I get people have preferences, but when you feel like ashamed to be who they are, because of your preferences, y'all should know. A lot of y'all be acting dense. If that's what they want, shut up. You make people feel like you feel like, ugh, I don't. If I want to be with a woman, then I'll be with a woman. That makes another a bottom or a feminine person, a feminine bottom, feel like it's something wrong with them. Or if I don't want to be with nobody fat. Why you gotta say fat? Or you believe overweight or obese. Like words mean something. And when you being negative. I don't fuck with people that if you are that fucking dense bitch, just shut the fuck up and stay single. Because ain't nobody gonna want no mean gay and you being mean to other gays. Go heal that shit. Like y'all trying to be like people that want to see your ass dead. And stop bringing these straight girls to the club. Cause y'all be doing that, bringing them to the clubs, and they be shaming gays. Like, kick that bitch out and bringing their straight problems to the clubs. We're trying to have safe spaces. We're not. We never caused a divide. The straights, more so white straights, have caused the divide, and we need to have spaces where we can feel free. We can see a fine ass man and walk up to him and flirt with him, and him not say, I'm not gay. I ain't with that shit." But you in a gay club. No, 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 no. This is not for you to feel safe. I'm sick of women comes to us talking about trying to feel safe with us. Then go have other bars for y'all. We're gays having spaces for us because we were told that we weren't allowed in y'all spaces because of y'all homophobia, transphobia. We need these spaces for us. It's not about y'all. Women, for the most part, will make the whole thing about them. Will try to sit in VIP and have gays winning over them like they're supposed to be the main prize. No, bitch, you're not. You're not. You're not the main prize. Like we're supposed to be over there in your face. No, we're gay. The gay men are gay. We're gay. We're bisexual, bitch. We're trying to look for a man. We ain't supposed to be over there. Oh God, like you having, because y'all have the wrong perception of what we are anyway, and y'all don't really be allies. When y'all come in with the stereotypical gay, I know your ass is not an ally because y'all think we're all into fashion. We all like to cook. We all like to do your hair. We all into makeup. Those are the stereotypes of gays. Okay, yeah, some of us do, but y'all believe that's the entirety of us. Oh, gays are fun. You are not an ally. I have a lot of gay friends. How you count your gay friends? You are not an ally. You're not. You're a fake ass bitch. And you believe that it's supposed to be so you are self-centered. Keep that shit over there. You are the problem. So yeah, black gays, especially the bottom, stop that. Stop bringing your straight girl list over to the club. We do not have time for her and her problems because she gonna make it about her. It's a lot of women that gravitate to gay people. Y'all been doing this for eons. I just wanted to get that out the way. Been doing it for eons. Common straight people want protection with us. Bitch, y'all the ones that help your boyfriend kick us the fuck out. Tell us we're unworthy. Tell us we less of men. So why the fuck we need to protect y'all for? Well, we still already have. We always do. But y'all always get this homophobic ass husband, homophobic ass boyfriend or baby daddy that stay he ain't with that gay shit, then y'all choose him over us. So you get what the fuck you get. So no, I'm really I'm really against. I oppose straight women being um. I mean I know they're allies, but we need spaces for our own self. Y'all are infiltrating in gay spaces. We can't have shit to ourselves. I just want to see gay men. If it's a gay bar, if it's gay, if we're gonna go do it like that, if it's just a gay bar and gay, it's for gay men. Prefer black. I want to definitely be black gay men. I don't want to see other race. I don't want to see the opposite gender. I don't opposite sex. I don't want to know. I just want to see black gay men. That's what I paid for. I'm gonna feel away. Y'all can take that how y'all want it. Y'all can say I'm misogynistic, whatever, 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 bitch. I did enough for the community, bitch. It's time for me. It's me. It's my turn. Shit. But yeah, and I know I've been hearing the grapevine that people are saying that the bottom shaming usually come from the bottoms. And I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, could be. Cause like I said at the top of the video, the live, that gay men and straight women have similar brainwaves. And straight women, a lot of times, they really don't protect other women as well. And same thing could be applied to gay men, especially if they are bottoms, could possibly have that same respect. Like, oh, because just because they want a man or they both find a man attractive or, or some or whatever, they have a beef with the other bottom and tell the one that they find attractive, oh, the hoe. If they notice that the man they find attractive is noticing or is attracted to the bottom that they're in competition with, they may tell him, "Oh, he a hoe. I heard he got some or this and that." You know, not playing with the plan, and the other person is just being themselves, not even playing, and probably don't even know that this jealous bitch got this issue. You know, it's weird. It's real weird. It's real trifling in the gay world, especially if you are a bottom. So maybe I don't really see the tops doing that. But they can be messy too. I definitely know with the download tops that they are definitely messy as fuck. Ooh, messy, so messy. Them shadow girls are so messy. But with the tops, if they are gay, they can definitely be messy too. I'm not gonna say that they're not, but um, they come with their shit too, especially with the sex part. Um, A lot of times they really don't be as overachieving. It's like they'll come in with just their dick, thinking that that's the only thing that's gonna. That's where I really believe they come in with the hetero norms now because I see more men. I make sure I say I don't want to sound like I don't want to feel like I'm saying Mormon. Y'all tap the screen. It's free. Share a lot. You might not say, but somebody else might. I'm talking about being black, gay, and a bottom, but I'm talking a little bit more about the tops right now. If they are bringing in the hetero norms, I see a lot of more hetero men of color um riding shotgun, um stealing their wives' car to go to work or go to see the next bitch, or having these problems with the child support. Now it's so on and so forth, and it's usually I'm seeing more women, the more so at the jobs and stuff. And I'm thinking, well, not just thinking, but also seeing the tops bringing that straight mess over here. And I don't like that. I don't like that. It's like, you're still a man too. Like, bitch, you ain't gonna be my wife. If anything, if we're gonna do that, the bottom should have the option of doing it. But we can both share that. I mean, we're both men, of course, but if we were doing the heteronormative shit, it would be the bottom. If we were doing a traditional relationship or marriage type shit or whatever. But I've been noticing that. 'Cause like I said, femininity, the feminine bottoms are the more so the ones that are the overachievers. Because we're already seen or deemed less of a man anyway, being gay, then you also being feminine and a bottom. Once a lot of the heterosexuals find out what the bottom is, they're like, oh, so you want to be a girl and feel like you a girl? Who the boy in the relationship? Who the boy? Who gonna be the boy? Type bullshit. And the boys are want to just be taken care of. Now they ain't really trying to be at work. They want to just be sitting at home on the game, bitch. You know, wait for you to go home, and then want you to put that thing on them. Cause them, I'm not. No, no, hell no, no. So especially with that 8%, I've seen a lot with that 8% of people of black gay men getting their degree. Cause I can tell another bottom, honey. I've been seeing a lot of bottoms getting their master's degrees, and I'm so happy for them. I don't really see many of the tops. getting theirs. Which is not saying that you have to have an agree to make it. No, but it's like I see them more so leaning in toward just thinking that they just can make it along with their cute face and their dick. And I have to say this, bottoms, y'all gotta let it be known your standards. Y'all gotta let them know that it's not okay for you not to um be compatible with me. They don't have to be overachievers, but what's wrong with having a regular 9 to 5 and want to keep up on your child support or whatever? You're gay doesn't make you less of a man. Stop believing that shit. Like you gay and you that means you just ain't supposed to try. No, you're still supposed to try. You're still a man. Um, whatever or if you identify as being a trans man, you're a man. You know, get out there in the field and hit the bricks. Do your ish, honey. Get out there. you know, and then look at ask Google. Shit, ask Google, bitch. At this point, bitch, like two household incomes between two black gay men is higher. The income is higher, especially if you are white. Non-black. The income for two same gender loving couple is high. That's why a lot of the women, cause they the ones they do be researching. I see more women, especially black women, getting their degrees and you know, and have a corporate job stuff like that, cause they love to read and stuff like that. It's so much to it. And black gay men are along with them. It be the anyway. To love to read and stuff and figure and find stuff out that are out here doing their thing, and there it's a lot of straight men and oh my goodness, some gay men that are positions like that. I see that have that same mentality, and they need to stop having that mentality, bitch. But still, for the most part, they are still gay, and they still go check on their stuff, go to the clinic or the doctor and stuff like that. Still do the same you know some of the same stuff we do, but they need to make sure that they are on par with their bottom. Since people want to say, y'all, why y'all make bottom a personality? Because shit, honestly, it is, and I don't mind making my position a personality. Shit, have to make my gayness a personality. That's the first thing y'all notice. Besides me being black, but that's why I say I deal with homophobia more than I deal with racism because the first thing someone You know, what the hell y'all be thinking the person said seek Jesus for? Because I'm gay. So, that always. I'm talking about what I'm talking about, and on a bitch only is focused on me being gay or how I talk or this and that. So the messages just go in one ear and out the other because they're so focused on me being gay or trans or whatever. So yeah, and I know how people love to be like, femphobia don't exist in the gay community, and I'd be like, well, bitch, femphobia is a systemic fear, hatred, or a devaluation of femininity and feminine gender expressions. Unlike misogyny, which targets women specifically, femphobia targets anyone who exhibits feminine traits, regardless of their gender identity or sexual orientation. People love to be like, this don't exist, racism don't exist, and and there's definitions for the shits, the phobias, and all that. So people just be talking, but yeah, it's not easy. But in every lifetime, I will come back black, gay, feminine, bottom, and I love being different. I love being different. I love not fitting into a box people want me to fit in. Um, I love that. I love being able to walk into a room and people stop and stare. I still get honks from people. I still, it's not just a horrible life. I deal with more hateful shit, yes, but I mean, I still get a lot of love too, and I really appreciate that. But I also love being different. I love that. I love leaning into that. And you a lot of times you doing something right when you piss people off without even saying a word. I could just come on social media and I say nothing, and people just come in and just say whatever because you know we take people power every day. People get mad just by seeing us, but at the same time, it takes a toll. And sometimes it takes a toll. But yeah, I would really have liked for, and like every other line, for other, black gay people that, reside with, bottom, being a bottom, to come on and tell their experiences because we have a lot of shared experiences being bottoms and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you are not less than because you're a bottom. Um, Anyone that try to bottom shame you, they must have self hatred. They need to work that out. You are perfectly fine being a bottom. You don't have to be no verse. Although a lot of people try to force you to be verse, and that's a lot of times their insecurity or whatever. Like they like, well, we don't have we're out of time. We don't have any ties. And if you are a bottom that want to be with another bottom, and you don't really care for sexual things, maybe y'all can, you know, be together. I'm for it. I'm for films being with films. I'm here for the film for film. I'm here for the top for top. It's just it may work. What may work for you may not work for someone else, but hey, if you are open minded to that degree, don't go ahead and do it. Don't let nobody stop you from doing it. Don't let a position stop you from, exploring. But for me, I'm a strict bottom. I don't ever plan on penetrating anyone. I might stick two fingers in the booty, but that's as far as I'm going. And it's other things that I would definitely want to do with my partner and my future husband, so like that, sexually, freaky, all that type of good stuff. But that would definitely be between me and him. Or if I do decide to sell it to y'all, I will, because I won't be ashamed to tell y'all. But it's just it comes with a lot of cons being a bottom, and I can't really say really just in the workforce being a top would actually be better because they at the end of the day they all believe us being gay. um ooh, especially if they found out you were top, you masculine, they're gonna feel like you betrayed them. You lied to me, you lied when you didn't even state that you were straight, that you were heterosexual. They just assumed that you were because of your masculinity. And I noticed I've seen a few, videos of masculine tops talking about that, or masculine bottoms talking about that. Like the women feel betrayed, or their homeboys feel betrayed, like you lied to them or something, because they equate being masculine to, straight, being a straight man and stuff like that. So, you know, y'all definitely have to talk to them about that. Like, they see them as camouflage warriors or something like that. Um, and they expect the very least from us anyway because we're, feminine and stuff like that. They already equate men that are feminine, especially black men that are feminine, to being gay. It's just it's just a system, honey. Um, but over time, I feel like it's getting better. Yeah, it's getting better. Um, but we definitely got to make sure who we voting for is in the best interest. You know, it's gonna keep us progressing. People need to know that it's okay to express themselves, doesn't make it any other way. And I really want just want to see a standard of what gay, lesbian, or whatever it's supposed to be. I love seeing people being exactly who they are, especially if it's not harming anyone. You know, love seeing people colors. I mean, nobody wants to be seeing no dull, off white or whatever bullshit. Nobody want to be placed in a box like that. It's not cute. But yeah, I just wanted to get on live and talk about that. I may come back and talk about being a bottom as well. Might be fully in jail. No, it's been raining. It's been the weather has been really rainy, like it's rainy season. I heard that it was a tornado in Waynesboro, Mississippi, or something like that. So it's kind of close to here. So the weather has been off, and I've been feeling real comfortable, real laid back because of the weather. And it's like it's cuddle season, but also it's still when you go outside, it's still humid a little bit, and the mosquitoes love that shit. So I don't really feel nasty outside. So I'm feeling like that. I might possibly go to sleep. That's when my eyes look low. I may look like I'm high. I don't know. But yeah, I need more black gay people subscribing to me so we can talk about our experiences, girl. Cause I want to know, and then I want to find out what y'all doing for Pride. I see a lot of people going to DC. Um, I will probably never go. I don't know. I don't know. I be, I kind of be kind of over it because not because I've been to a lot of Pride or whatever. It's just when I go places to experience something like this, when people be talking about, oh my God, it's so grand. It's so this, so that. I come with high expectations, and when I go, I'm disappointed. Then a fight may break out and I may be the one involved or I have to protect a bitch or so on and so forth, ruining my experience. That's why I don't really go nowhere with people because people don't be knowing how to act. Like bitches talking about something. When I drink, I get rowdy. Then don't drink. I don't want to go with this person. Then don't go with them. Like people be ruining my experiences. That's why I decided to go somewhere dolo and be solo because people don't be knowing how to act. And then I'm in my 30s now. I definitely don't want to be going somewhere where a fight break out or, bullets don't have no name on it. And so I could have just stayed at the house. I want to be able to have fun and be on the proud because I'm big single bitch and I would love to meet someone. I don't want to go there where it's somebody that's standing around hoping you step on a shoe or somebody with a man, a hoish ass man, they trying to fight me over they nigga. Like I'm supposed to know y'all together. I don't fucking know. Like that's why I don't know. I do have plans, but hopefully when I go, I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, I might have to carry some things, cause bitch, I ain't trying to, but I will battle your ass. But I ain't trying to do all that. I'm trying to have a good time, be amongst the girls, honey, and have a good time. Experience something good. So, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all pride plans are. And if you are somewhere around Harrisburg, Mississippi, maybe we could possibly make some plans to go to all the prides and stuff. And not all the prides, but prides that are local and stuff like that. And I've never been to a pride in Jackson if they have any prides in Jackson. They should. They should. But I don't know. Um, I don't know if that's still murder capital. I don't know. I gotta check the statistics. Gotta make sure where I'm going is safe. I'm not, I gotta make sure certain time. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, y'all come in, let me know so we could possibly make plans, or I just hear what your plans are, and that be that shit. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful